Hello and welcome. My name is Ben. This is my co-host Hunter.
What's up, everybody?
And this is Garage Talk. Today we're going to start off the conversation with a little bit of talk about wrestling. But I assure you that we most assuredly will divert off topic and say a lot of really dumb shit like that right there.
Definitely.
All right. Hunter, you want to start us off?
Yes, sir. So, I love watching, what they call shoot interviews with wrestlers, which means they're not holding anything back. They're not trying to keep up any kind of storyline or anything like that. It's just them. It's raw. They tell a lot of really crazy, fun stories.
So for anyone who's unfamiliar, a shoot is essentially what Hunter described as more of just them being real instead of acting along the facade of the wrestling character that they portray.
Yeah. So, some of the stories I really like to listen about and share with other people are just how, because a lot of people talk about how wrestling is fake, and fair enough, it's predetermined, but
what do you call fake? I feel like when you fucking slam your back on a fucking ridiculously hard wooden mat that's got about an inch of padding on it.
Yeah.
There's no way to make that not hurt.
Yeah.
It's play fighting.
But some of the injuries these guys take,
Ugh.
the classic one is the Hell in a Cell match with Undertaker, Mankind.
Oh, where he threw him off the top?
Threw him, what was that, 15 feet, something like that?
Oh, it was like 30 feet, I think.
Okay, so yeah, even better. Lands on a table, bashes his face in, dislocates his shoulder, and who knows what else.
He came back, though.
Came back, and then they're on top of the cage. Undertaker gives him this half-ass choke slam because the cage was already given way because of this.
I've heard stories that they could hear the zip ties busting as they're stepping on it, very scary scenario.
Yeah, so Mankind takes this terrible choke slam and goes right through the top of the cage, folds in half when he hits, chair lands on his face, knocks out a bunch of his teeth. He aspirates one of them, and he chokes it up, and it comes out of his nose. Yeah, he turns around, and everybody, Jim Ross, the commentator, is famous. Oh, my God, he broke him in half.
That's a slobber knocker. Oh, that's a slobber knocker right there. He had a very Oklahoma. Oh, my God. The stupidity's coming out fucking roughly less than 5 minutes in. What do you call Oklahoman?
Oh, yeah.
He had a very Oklahoma-esque accent.
Yeah.
Very, very deep Oklahoma.
Oh, yeah. JR's a Sooner for sure.
But he's also one of the best announcers ever. He's great.
The best.
He made you afraid of some guys. He got lit on fire by Kane, dude.
I know. I want Jim Ross to narrate my life. But, so anyway, yeah. So Mick Foley turns around, faces the camera, and Jim Ross thought he was smiling. He's like, look at him. He's a sick man. He's smiling after he just took all that damage.
He's a sick bastard.
But apparently, Mick realized he had a huge gash in his lip from the chair hitting him in the face. He was trying to stick his tongue in it to see how bad it was, and it kind of looked like he was smiling, which just furthered the whole mystique around Mankind and how he's almost can take any kind of inhumane punishment. My whole point with that is, a lot of people say, wrestling's fake, yada, yada. I would love to see anybody get in there and just take some training. Take some of the bumps these dudes have to do just for introductory training. And I bet you anything, you'd be laid up for a week.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, these guys are, a lot of them are former athletes. A lot of them come by way of the NFL or some are former MMA fighters.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's such a diversity of talent. Some are just, lifelong fans that have trained their whole life to become wrestlers. There's just a certain type. What did all of that have to relate with the shoot interviews? I was just curious.
Well, that's because a lot of times you'll get those interviews where people talk about injuries they've taken or just how tough of an SOB some other guy is because this or that. So when I watch interviews like that, it always makes me think of like the Hell in the Cell, or the time Vader took a thumb in the eyeball and it popped his eyeball out of the socket.
Yeah, that was pretty gross.
And this sumbitch took his mask off, popped his eye back in, and finished the fucking match.
Yeah, he was a tough son of a bitch, that's for sure. You know who? The worst injury I actually ever saw was it was in WCW. I think it was like 98 or 99. And Psycho Sid, I don't know if you remember this guy.
Oh, God.
He also was known by Sid Vicious, Sid Justice, Psycho Sid. He comes jumping off the top rope. And I'm watching this.
I know what you're going to say.
As a kid. And then all of a sudden, his leg just is shattered. He shatters his entire ankle. And then he tries to stand up on the thing. And I've never seen a leg flop like a dead fish before. But that is what this looked like. And this memory has been in my mind for 20 plus years. Mm-hmm. It will not escape my mind. Then they did the replay of it like 3 more times afterwards. And then I've never seen it again uncensored.
Yeah.
Since like 99. But that visual image is forever burned in my fucking mind as one of the most horrific injuries I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
I mean, it was like in real time, it was disturbing, and he was pumping on adrenaline trying to stand up on his shattered fucking ankle.
Floppy leg.
His foot was fucking sideways.
He had a letter L for a fucking leg.
There is one other injury I saw that was really bad. The guy was named Gordon Hayward. This happened a couple years back in the NBA, and it was like the first game of the season. 6 minutes in, he goes up for a layup. His foot lands really weird, and the way his foot lands is just his foot is stuck straight down. So he can't move his foot up. The whole fucking thing is just torn on top.
Oh, it hyperextends it.
I have no clue. I can't remember exactly what the injury was, but that was probably one of the top worst injuries I've ever seen. But yeah, Psycho Sid, he's a crazy motherfucker too. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of stories about Psycho Sid freaking out on guys who don't sell for him. And in case you don't know what selling is, it's basically when the guy makes what you're doing to him as a wrestler look effective, right? So if he body slams you and you get up right away, you're not selling for him.
Yeah, it's called a no-sell.
Yeah, you're making him kind of look like a bitch, like he's worthless. There's an old tag team match with him and another guy, I can't remember, but they were known as the Skyscrapers back in the day. And these random guys, local guys, weren't selling for him. So Sid and the other guy, they beat the living piss out of this guy to the point where he physically can't stand up.
Oh, Jesus.
So, Psycho Sid was a very fitting name.
God damn, sounds like it.
Yeah, he was out there. There is a wrestling story I did want to tell you while we were on here. So it always reminds me of my dad, because me and my dad saw this live. I can't remember what wrestling division it was. It was either TNA or NWA. And it was a rivalry between a guy called Justin Credible.
I remember him.
His name was Justin, and then his last name was Credible.
Great name.
For anyone, yeah, it's a fantastic name. Great name. And he was having a rivalry with another guy called Jerry Lynn. Now, they had a really heated rivalry, and it was like heating up. And we're watching this episode, and these two guys, like, they pop up in the corner as a little, like, picture-in-picture thing, if anyone remembers that. And they start doing commentary on the match. And they're just kind of like getting each other's goat. But there was one line from it right before like they started beating the shit out of each other in the commentary box there. where Jerry Lynn goes, "Just incredible. I think you're just an asshole." And then they just start wailing on each other. And every time I see my dad and we like reminisce about wrestling, that is one thing that we always talk about. Because it's just such a good shared memory of us watching wrestling together, which I think like really kind of brings me around to what my point was. That I think that wrestling is more about like the good times you have while you're spending it with people around you. Like it's one of those things. It's like watching any other TV program. You share the memories of going to live events. It's like that's the benefit of wrestling. You can go to a live event or you can watch it on TV with people who also enjoy that hobby, and it's a fun like bonding thing.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun I think doing certain things in groups, or even just with one other person, makes it more enjoyable. Because like you said, you can share with each other and share in the excitement or the ooh, ah, and everything like that. And It's pretty cool.
Yeah, live events are some of the best times to be had, honestly. Like, going to see something live. Last wrestling event I went to with my dad, I went with my little brother, too. And we're sitting there, and the lady next to us starts giggling, and she pokes my dad and hits him on the arm, and is like, starts pointing at something. And I'm like, what the fuck are these two fucking chuckle fucks giggling about over here? Like, my dad's making friends. Everywhere he goes, he does it. But my dad does the same thing. He gives me one of his dad pats on the arm, and I'm a lot smaller than him, so his dad pat's like fully, it's like blunt force trauma. I fully knocked back into my seat. I'm sitting straight up. My head's fucking jacked up. And he points to me, and he points to this guy. He's like, look at that. And there's a guy who's sitting in front of us in the lower level section, and he's got a piece of toilet paper coming out of the back of his pants, right? And it is on the floor. From the back of his pants to the floor. And the whole night goes on, and me and my little brother are just dying. We're like laughing our asses off about this. You know, we were having such a good time. You know, there's a point where the wrestlers are in the crowd, and they're right in front of us, and all the trash we'd been throwing in the bin all night, one of the wrestlers takes it up and nails the other wrestler with our trash can. We see our shit everywhere. And we're like, oh man, we put so much crap in there. Like, it was just like kind of a funny like crowd participation thing. So, you know, the night's almost over, and I look over, and this guy his asshole has slowly sucked up all of the toilet paper to the point where it's not even visible anymore. The toilet paper's gone. But as the night has gone on, it's been slowly like getting more into his pants. And I'm like, what is his asshole fucking eating it?
It's like a fruit roll up.
And I'm going to level like a fruit roll. Oh God. And that is that memory of that event, just that specific thing happening, is something that I will bond with my brother and my dad for the rest of my life.
That's cool.
We'll always have that fucking shared goofy memory.
Nice.
You know.
Yeah. No, yeah. A guy's ass eating some toilet paper is definitely...
It was insane. I mean, it makes me think about, like, all the fun things you could do at a concert. Have you ever had, like, a really crazy, memorable experience at a concert?
Yeah. First time I actually saw titties was at a concert.
Well, that's an achievement. Well, were you 20?
Yeah, I was 35. Anyway. Yeah, no, you're definitely right, man. God, I haven't been to any live shows in a long fucking time.
Well, we went to that one local one the other day with that, like, kind of cover band.
Yeah, you mean like a few months ago, the other day?
That's like almost a year ago,
that was
actually.
Like last summer.
Yeah, I think that was like last fall or some shit.
But okay, yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, the other day, bro. Like 5 years ago, you know?
That was a good time, actually.
Yeah, it was. That was fun.
That was a really neat bar.
It was a really fun bar to go to. It had a cool outdoor area where there was a bar. There were like 2 different bars outdoors, which was kind of nice. Because if one gets crowded, you don't have to worry about like, you know, getting a fresh beer.
Yeah.
It was fun. They were a pretty good cover band. They were really entertaining.
Yeah.
And they played a plethora of things, man. It was all across the board.
Yeah, they played all kinds of shit. They were playing CCR and...
They played Blink.
Yeah, they played a little bit of Blink-182.
You know, my favorite band.
Yeah.
I got to do the voice? I don't know. If it comes up naturally. All the small things. God, and you know what? I really love the song by them, I Miss You, but I can only listen to like a minute of it because he comes on and he's like, where are you? And I'm so sorry. It's like I can't take him seriously. The other guy, fantastic singer. I don't know either of their fucking names.
No, I just know Travis Barker, the drummer.
Yeah, Travis Barker. Everybody knows Travis Barker because he's a fucking badass.
Yeah.
He really is. Dude fucking survived a plane crash. It takes some crazy perseverance.
He got burnt up when it...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like 80% or something. And again, we're highly uneducated, so this is not to be taken as fact. It could be like 20% of his body, and I'm just way far off.
What are you talking about? I'm a doctor. But, yeah, and he's dicking down a Kardashian, ain't he?
Yeah, but, I mean, is that... I feel like... I don't want to talk shit. I used to watch Keeping Up with the Kardashians. They're very entertaining people to watch.
Oh, I'll talk shit. They're human garbage. I don't... I don't care for them. I don't understand why they're famous.
It's like the fascination with reality TV, and they were really big reality TV stars.
Fair enough. I mean, I used to watch the Keeping Up with the Osbournes or whatever it was.
Yeah, reality TV is super cheap to produce, apparently. And that's why there's so much of it now, because it's way harder to produce actual content.
Yeah.
Well, because you need writers, producers, lighting,
decent actors.
With reality TV, all you really need is like a camera, a boom mic, and I don't even know if you really need lighting if you set up the reality TV area to be good lighting all around. Yeah, that's one of those things that I prefer. I like reality TV in moments. I watch Flavor of Love, bro. I fucking love that show. Flavor Flav.
Yeah.
He's a fucking shit, man.
Dude,
and you know what? A lot of people like to talk shit about that guy, but the man was a musical fucking savant. I don't know if you know this, and I learned this a few years ago. The man knew how to play like 48, 47 instruments fluently at like 13 or 14 or something.
Oh my God.
Like musically, the man is a genius. It's just like, what group was he in? Do you remember? Was it Public Enemy?
I don't think so.
Shit, man. Well, why don't you Google it and I'll fucking talk some more about Flavor Flav, because his reality show was absolutely wild. He had some of the most, I don't really care to use this word very often, but ratchet ass bitches. Air quotes around that. And these women were just wild, dude. They would do all sorts of crazy stuff. Anytime you want to jump in with that, I think I've ran out of... There wasn't much going on. It was just a lot of women like fighting over like a 50-year-old man.
So apparently it was Public Enemy.
Yeah, okay. And Public Enemy, you down with OPP? Yeah, you know me.
Yeah.
That's a great song, man.
I'm wrong a lot.
Yeah. Well, what I mean with your music, it's pretty like because you like the heavy metal stuff. It's pretty self-explanatory. What? What are you saying? Are you talking to me? I mean, most heavy metal is like that. It's like very much, here is the message. I'm a bang it into your head with as hard as drums, bass, and guitar as I can.
I mean, and in my opinion, nobody did it better than Pantera.
And you can't forget the thing I made you never unhear, the horse trample.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah, because in metal, when I was taught how to learn guitar, I was taught how to play metal. Is that it was like the horse trample, like the to-do, but played at a higher speed, So now when I hear metal, I hear the horse trample. Yeah. I think of like the Monty Python, like coconut cluck, 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 thing every time I hear metal music. So
yeah, no, you're right though. I can't unhear it. A lot of the songs now, you hear like a do 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 do.
Yeah, it's good though. I mean, it works.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't realize this, but a lot of like Nirvana drumming was just like jazz and shit.
I guess metal has a lot of roots in jazz and shit like that, like the cordage and stuff. And
I feel like a lot of music does.
Yeah.
I mean, it was more, jazz was about like kind of like showmanship a little bit.
Jazz is one of those genres. It's like pretty much purely American, isn't it?
Oh fuck if I know.
Because I know like rap is American, like purely American. It formed in America.
You ever hear UK rap? Dude, impossible.
I like some of it. It's
okay. Fair enough.
But
I'm not in that boat.
I'm going to skip over that joke. But, jazz, I think, is one of the purely American ones. Rock comes from England, I believe. Country, I guess you could call it American.
If you don't say that's American right now, I don't know how I'm going to deal with myself.
I think it's...
Now you heard me now.
It's got...
Now I'm Foghorn Leghorn. Fucking A.
Oh, man, now you got me thinking about old Looney Tunes shows.
Oh, Looney Tunes great. No, finish your thought. I've cut you off like 3 times.
No, I was going to say, I think country has a lot of roots in like Scotch-Irish, like kind of folk music, stuff like that. But the music style country comes from America. I don't think people realize how much shit actually comes out of America. A lot of the world really embraces American culture.
Well, yeah, it's just like...
Like basketball is the most popular sport in the world, just about, other than soccer.
I thought cricket. I thought soccer and cricket were like top 2.
I mean, you could be right about that. I don't know.
Well, highly uneducated. We warned y'all.
I'm a little biased. We got a lot of problems, but I'm a proud American.
No, I mean, truly, I love basketball, and I would love to say that. Basketball is a very popular sport in parts of the world, but there's a lot of sections of the world that it's just not. There's not too many African, like, basketball leagues and stuff. They do find a lot of good players from Africa, though. There are a lot of good players who came out of Africa.
Yeah.
One I can think of is Serge Ibaka. I believe he was from the Congo, which is in Africa, correct?
Sweet, yeah.
And then there was a former Bull, Luol Deng. He said he was from South Sudan, but he'd been in America for a while.
What about Dikembe Mutombo?
Dikembe Mutombo was African as well, I believe.
You know where he was from?
I think he was from the Congo as well.
Okay.
I don't know. Dikembe was great, though. Yeah. Knocked into my house.
Yeah, he was the no guy.
yeah, he was great. Michael Jordan made it like his life mission to dunk on him, though.
Oh, yeah. Did he ever succeed?
He did. He did. Wow. And then he turned around and he did the finger wag. Yeah,
damn.
He took that personally.
Fucking Michael.
One of the greatest to ever do it. But yeah, there's parts of the world like China. Basketball is extremely popular.
Yeah, they love China.
I know a lot of NBA players go over to China and do like prop joke fun games, you know?
Yeah.
There's one I saw of the Curry brothers, Steph and Seth. I think it's Seth. And they went over to, I think it was China, and they were playing against they were playing against 5 guys, but then the guys would have there would be obstacles and shit. So these guys would have big fake tennis rackets to try and knock them down. And,
oh my God.
And just inflatable arm men blocking the hoop. And they and you know what the irony is? The Curry brothers still were smoking them by 10 points the whole game.
Of course they were.
I mean, a lot of people, I was a big doubter in Steph Curry because I was one of the people who believed that his injury history when he came to the league, he had tough injuries with his ankles. He was having issues. And when I was younger and he came to the league, I was like, I don't know, He was playing with a guy called Monta Ellis, and I'm like, I kind of like Monta a little bit better. But then as the years went on, he's just proven me wrong at every step. A few years ago, I was finally sold. I'm like, you know what? He's probably one of the best players to play. He's won 4 championships, I believe. He had one of the best seasons. I think they did a 70... What was it? They beat the Bulls record for best season.
Wow. I mean, even I know that's something to talk about.
Yeah, or they tied it or something. But that team was incredible, and over the years, he really sold me. And he's had a few injuries, here and there. I think 2 years ago he was out all season because of the ankle and stuff. But man, when he's there, man can as soon as he crosses the half court, he can make a shot anywhere.
Wow.
And he's not afraid to shoot it. A lot of guys, they get in a slump and then they get in their head. And they're worried that they're not going to make it. Steph Curry has the confidence to shoot all day, every day, anytime you want him to.
I mean, we're going to talk about guys that make those long-range shots. You got to talk about Larry Bird, man.
Oh, dude. Larry Legend, baby.
Apparently, he was a real shit talker, too.
Oh, yeah. He would get offended if they would put a white defender on him. Be like, you going to put that guy on me? 40.
Yeah,
and he would do shit like that to guys. Be like, seriously, you're going to insult me with the white guy? I don't know why he was because he was white too, which makes it even funnier.
Yeah.
But he was personally insulted when white guys would guard him. Talk
about wrestling and basketball, specifically rebounders. Remember Dennis Rodman got into wrestling for a while?
Oh my God. The worm with the NWO. Yeah, that was wild.
He fit right in.
Oh, yeah, because he was kind of like a natural bad guy back then to everyone who didn't live in fucking Illinois or Bulls fans.
And he had the look. He had the hair and the piercings and the tattoos and the attitude for it. And he joined the NWO for a while, didn't he?
Yeah, he had a match with Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, he did wrestle.
Which reminds me of another great wrestling memory, dude. I was a little kid. my brother wakes me up in the middle of the night. He's like, "You gotta come see the NWO took over the Tonight Show." And I run downstairs just in time to see like DDP and Jay Leno chasing off Eric Bischoff and Hulk Hogan off of the set. I'm like, oh shit! Like my mind was like blown. I'm like, oh my god! Dude, some of that stuff, it just brings back memories. It's so good.
Yeah. God, I got so many good memories from being a kid watching wrestling. Stone Cold was my guy. And every time I'd watch him stun like Vince McMahon, he even said himself, like, he felt like he owed Vince everything, if for no other reason than so many times when he'd stun him, he'd kick him in the balls by accident because his jeans were so tight.
That's so good.
Dude, I would get... a lot of times, I watched wrestling alone. I really didn't watch wrestling with anybody else. I had friends that liked it, only at school, none of the ones I hung out with.
Oh, wrestling's been a family thing from, like... It's like something I, would like to share with my kids, Because my dad, he used to watch wrestling with his dad. My grandpa, actually, he would go down to the bars on, like, the weekends, and him and my grandma would go watch, like, wrestling events and stuff. Which is kind of, like, crazy thinking back. Like, before it was, like, on TV all the time. But they'd go down the local bar or whatever, and there'd be wrestling shit. Just hang out, get, a little drunk, and watch some wrestling.
Nice.
Which is great. And my grandpa, I guess one of his favorite wrestlers was Dusty Rhodes, right? And my uncle, he was kind of both my oldest uncle, my dad's oldest brother, he would always call Dusty Rhodes Dirt Rhodes.
I love
He'd be like, "Oh, you like dirt roads?" And my grandpa gets so pissed off. He'd be like, "Shut your mouth!" Like he was he would get into it. Apparently, my dad told me because I don't really know him that well.
Talk shit about the American dream.
Yeah, exactly. And it was like the son of a plumber. My grandfather was a farmer, and that's kind of Dusty Rhodes was kind of the embodiment of that. It gave somebody a regular Joe for someone to believe in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he just would call them dirt roads, which I still to this day find fucking hilarious. When my dad told me that, I probably laughed for a full 5 minutes. And then I'm like, oh, what should we call the rest of them? Fucking Dustin Back Roads. But Cody's the best, because Cody, you don't have to do much. You just got to change the first two initials of his name from Cody Rhodes, and then you get Rhodey Chodes, which is just... one of the best nicknames ever. And I actually like Cody Rhodes, but you can't ignore it because it's right there in your face. God. Doesn't work for a lot of other guys. Cone Jenna. I mean, there's a few.
God. Yeah, I can't think of any right now. I'm not that quick. I think wrestling was... a big part of my formative years. I still kind of imagine, like when I achieve something in life, I almost kind of feel like I'm standing in the middle of the ring with the crowd cheering me.
Like all the applause from the adoration of the fans.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that.
Getting a big pop.
Yeah, well, yeah. And in case people don't know what a pop is, it's basically when the crowd just goes apeshit for you. Like a guy's music comes on and then everybody's like, oh! And then the crowd fucking goes 20 decibels up, or whatever that word means.
Which is very goosebump inducing.
Oh, yeah.
And I can only imagine how it feels for those guys. Yeah,
it's probably like, some of them just stand there and look out into the crowd sometimes. Yeah. It's probably just they're like, wow, this is incredible.
Yeah.
This is an incredible feeling, a bunch of people just want to see me.
Yeah. Oh, man. I could only imagine. I wanted to be a wrestler so bad when I was a kid. Because I knew I was a big guy. I figured I'd only get bigger when I grew up. But I kind of treated my body like I thought I was going to get another one halfway through. so I'm a little beaten up now that I'm older. So, yeah. I have a wrestler's body before I even had a chance to wrestle. I'm just beaten to shit now.
The sad part is they don't always live very long.
Yeah, I know.
Which is just like, it's kind of depressing, A lot of the guys that were like legends when I was growing up, they're all gone.
Mm-hmm.
I wish, not that I wish Hulk Hogan had died, but I wish he had maybe died like maybe like 5 years earlier when people weren't so shitty.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because the day he died, people were just talking shit. And I'm just like, this man spent his whole life just trying to entertain you.
Yeah.
You fucking assholes. Like, maybe not the people who don't like wrestling, but fuck you. Like, your opinion doesn't hold credence. Yeah. Anyways, you don't know
you watch.
You don't know anything about the guy.
Yeah, exactly. You don't know anything about the wrestling if you're not a fan. Yeah, that's the thing that kind of pisses me off the most. People that don't watch it who talk shit. It's like, go fuck yourself.
Yeah, seriously.
But like, I can handle critique or even a little shit talking from a fan.
Being critical of it, being like, well, wrestling's kind of dumb. And that's a fair critique. If you find wrestling dumb,
it is kind of
fine.
Dumb. That's part of the charm.
That is part of the charm. But there's like a point where it's like, okay, like I fucking get it, bro. Like you think I'm an idiot for watching it. Okay. Like, do you watch movies?
Yeah. What's your favorite show, bro?
Seriously, like do you listen to music? Do you read books? Like, yes, we all entertain ourselves in different ways. I prefer more homoerotic entertainment.
I like men in colorful tights.
I like sweaty, oiled up men with nothing but trunks and boots wrestling each other in a ring where I can cheer and yell at them and say, beat the shit out of that guy.
And the only way to win is to lay very intimately on top of him.
For a whole 3 seconds.
A whole very long 3 seconds.
It can be if the ref's hurt. One! Like the ref had like never been hit before, he's like, it's fucking like when refs get hit, it's like a car crash.
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
They go flying, they're out for 20 minutes.
Oh yeah. Bringing a new ref, that ref's out for another 20 minutes.
I'm pretty sure what they're trying to do there is, drive home the fact that these guys are almost superhuman.
Well, I think it's like, well, a wrestler can take it, but you can't. I mean, have you ever seen anyone like run into the ring? And what a wrestler does to those guys, it's actually pretty brutal.
Yeah, there's
Triple H has on more than one occasion defended other people in the ring.
Triple H was wrestling Stone Cold once. I think it was just a house show.
Oh, yeah.
And like somebody just happened to be recording it with their camcorder. Austin's like down on the ground. Some dude runs in, starts hitting Stone Cold, and Triple H just runs in there and just starts beating the living dog shit out of him. He
grabbed him from behind and slammed him on his head and then proceeded to fucking punch him in the face about 5 times while the ref is kicking him in the ribs.
On him and shit.
I love when the refs get it because they're like, this is my chance. Show him what I can do.
And I do have to say, the baddest son of a bitch in the WWF, Stone Cold, rolls out of the ring and doesn't do anything.
Well, you know what? He was like the fan favorite. If he beats up a fan, Stone Cold just beat up a fan. But if he rolls out, it's like he took the high road.
Yeah, although I feel like that what kind of goes against the Stone Cold character. I feel like Stone Cold probably would have whooped anyone's ass if they tried him. Didn't matter if they had all of his merch on. If they're going to come at him, he's going to fucking...
But I feel that was the whole thing about the difference between heels and baby faces. And I'm just going to explain what a heel and a baby face is. Heel's a bad guy, baby face is a good guy. So, like, heels would always get shit back in the day. Like, Roddy Piper talks about getting stabbed and shit. Or Freddie Blassie, another one.
Jake Roberts got sliced by some old lady with a razor blade.
Fucking wild,
walking out to the ring.
People are crazy.
Yeah.
People are fucking insane, dude. Especially about, like, fandom, man. People just are fanatics sometimes.
Yeah. At one point, too, when I realized I probably wouldn't have been a great wrestler, I still felt like I could have been a good, like, creative for WCW, WWE. It didn't really matter.
I feel like I could have, too. But sometimes I feel like as men, we always overestimate our abilities.
For sure. Definitely. That's what we're doing.
I think that's what our kind of whole spiel is.
It's kind of like how every time you imagine yourself getting into a fight, you just imagine yourself beating the shit out of the other
being
guy.
The winner, yeah. Not getting punched once. Yeah. But in reality, you're going to get hit a lot.
Take some shots.
Maybe not you, but I mean, a guy's got to be at least 6'2" to hit you in the face. So
punch me in the nipples the whole time.
But me, I'm like I'm doomed.
My whole strategy for fighting is I could take a lot of punishment, so I'll just kind of let you get tired while you're kicking my ass, and then that's when I pounce, and I probably just crush you with my weight, and suffocate you.
Sit on you till the cops show up. All right, calm down, buddy. Calm down.
So how are we to get this guy off? We're going to need more guys.
Yeah, but you're right. I mean, like, visually, if I ever think of, like, situations where I might get in a fight with somebody, I'm like, yeah, I'm going to definitely win.
Yeah, I'm going to do this, and then they're going to do this, and then I'm going to do this.
It's 100% likely that I would probably lose most fights.
Yeah, man. I don't know. I think it depends on... Well, it depends on a lot of stuff. The other guy actually knows how to fight, then we're both cooked.
I feel like I could definitely hit someone with my car. Much easier than I could win a fight. It's a little, it's kind of a cheater mechanic, but I learned it from GTA.
I'll allow it.
That was always my go-to in GTA, though. If I was getting in a fight and I was about to die, like in the game,
you just
the
pull your
dude's fight.
piece.
Oh, no, it's not as fun because I'll just get in a car and just run them over. Well, because sometimes you get in the car and then they'd run away, and it's like, I'm gonna chase you down, motherfucker. GTA is one of those weird games where they just kind of are a little. It's a little wild. Loose. Yeah, they let you let loose. That's for sure. It's absolutely insane. And then the 6th one I heard got a little delayed. I know you're probably.
Yeah, I was bummed.
Hurting about that one.
It was. I think it was originally supposed to have been released really soon. And now we got to wait a whole other year.
Yeah, they were talking this year, I thought.
Yeah.
Was my understanding.
Like fall or Christmas time or something?
I think a lot of that had to do with the fucking one programmer's kid leaking the video.
Oh, yeah.
Did you hear? You remember that?
Yeah.
That's why they released, within a week, they had released the trailer for it.
What a little bastard.
Yeah, what a little shithead. Thought he was being cool. But, we probably shouldn't talk shit about a kid before we get too far into it.
That was a dick move.
But everyone's kind of a little shithead at that age.
But honestly, okay, if we're going to be fair about this, why the hell is the programmer letting his kid get to that stuff?
Oh, I agree with you. It's 100% on the programmer.
The
kid should have known better, because his dad probably lost his job from that.
Oh, yeah, Rockstar don't fuck around.
No, they really don't. They are very much about, kind of secrecy, because that's been that's kind of been a lot of their selling points.
Yeah.
They have a huge amp-up period.
Yeah.
But it's all very planned.
And they'll give you these little tastes.
Yes.
I like that. I respect it.
But yeah, what does the dad think, or the mom, or whoever the programmer was thinking?
Yeah, how is that not under lock and key?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't get it.
I just assumed it was kind of a dude just because, Rockstar apparently is a boys' club.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I heard, a lot of the video game industry is, almost 80% male.
Oh, I could see that for sure.
But I just think that has to do with, the intricacies of programming. It's a lot of, engineering, I feel like.
What, are you saying women can't be engineers?
No, I think women can make great engineers. I think, there's tons of them out there. I couldn't name an engineer.
Right, I don't know any engineer.
Yeah, to be honest with you, but I just think, men kind of think in a more mechanical way. Women are more creative.
Yeah.
Women are anytime I think I've been creative about something, let my wife or my mom or one of my sisters look at it and I'm like, oh, I'm a fucking idiot.
Yeah, for sure.
I could have added that and made it look nicer. Oh, Jesus Christ.
They sure do know how to create a sandwich. Just joking. For any of our female fans.
And now that we've time traveled back from the 1950s.
Oh, I thought of another injury that I was really impressed by, I guess you could say. Unfortunately, don't remember the guy's name, but it was in a ladder match. It's kind of hard to explain how it happened, but he got bashed in the face with a aluminum ladder.
Oof.
And it split his shit open, probably from the hairline down to, the bottom of his nose.
Oh, Joey Mercury.
Yes.
Joey Mercury. You know what? A very underrated guy. He's actually one of those guys who's really quality wrestler. Just never really got he was smaller, so he never really got a chance to shine like that.
And when you saw it happen, Joey Mercury gets bashed in the face with a ladder, and you see it happen. His face is literally pouring blood like a faucet.
Yeah, I remember seeing that live.
And then he
disappears.
Yeah, well, he looks directly into the camera, and you just see his face split open, blood everywhere.
Well, it immediately started swelling, too. His eye
Yep.
was like a big purple baseball.
And then I think he tweeted a picture of his face afterwards once he got stitched up and everything, and he's all swollen up, and the scar looks terrible. But he healed up and everything. You can barely tell he had any kind of like trauma like that to his face.
He does suffer from a severe loss of sight in that eye. I think he only sees like 30% in that eye. Like it's really bad.
Yeah, I suffer from no sight. Well, very little sight in one of my eyes, and I didn't have to take a metal.
You didn't have to take a ladder to the face. You didn't get paid for it.
Yeah, exactly.
You're just born.
And it really held me back a lot. So, got feelings about that. But
You get the Shawn Michaels thing, right?
oh yeah, he does. He's got a crooked eye.
Well, it's not that your eye is it's the muscle is weak, right?
Yeah.
Like the tendon or something.
I had a bunch of surgeries too, and they fixed the one eye. Otherwise, I would have been blind. If I was born before like modern science, I'd have been blind as shit.
Oh yeah, definitely, dude. That would have been tough.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, yours is kind of basically the same as the Shawn. It's just kind of a weak tendon.
Yeah, okay. See, I thought Sean got hit in the head, and that's
He did. His is from a different reason.
Oh, okay.
You said you were born that way, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was my understanding. So, now that we've sufficiently made fun of your eye for now, Hawkeye, I don't really have too many more stories about wrestling, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, it's one of those things, you could talk about it for a long time, but specifics get pretty rare. But, I don't know, man. You have anything else to say, Ben?
Yeah, there's a guy who used to be in NASCAR named Dick Trickle, and I always wondered why they never called him Richard.
Cool. So, hit us up in the comments if you want to add to the conversation. Like, subscribe. You guys know how it works. Join us next time, and have a nice one.